It was a cool, clear night in October. I was on my way home from work. See, when I got home from work, though, I don't take the way everyone else takes, which involves going through town and everything. Rather, I prefer to take the back roads, which goes to country farm fields and dense, deep woods. I hopped on Route 26 and got on the one of the back roads, which took me through some deep countryside woods. It was a full moon that night, so the roads and the woods were very, very dark. I couldn't see anything except for the headlights, which provided light in front of me. However, as I approached something, I saw something in the road. It is a chubby figure in a crab pose. That chubby figure in the road was no one other than Herbert Ernie himself. I could tell because the light just barely lit up his every feature, everything from his potbelly all the way to his triple chin. I rolled down the window to yell at him to get out of the road. "Herbert, get out of the road! What the fuck are you doing here?" I shouted.
I was chilling out on the road. Didn't expect to see you at this time of night.
It was weird how Herbert said at this time of night. It was only 7:30. "Herbert, get out of the road now so I can go home."
No, Nick, if you want to get past me, you must let me to be your wingman.
You're my wingman, Herbert? No. Anyway, it was a Sunday and Monday was the next day, which we had school. I already knew that Herbert would be on the prowl as homecoming was only a week away. "No, Herbert, I'm better off without you. I don't need your help for anything."
Oh, yes you do, Nick. Things are getting extra sticky this time of year. So, you and me, Yoda, can need some extra help.
"Herbert, no!" I got into the other lane to speed around Herbert, but it was no use. Herbert then began chasing my car. Luckily, I was easily able to speed away from him, as I was in a car and he wasn't. And he was chubby. I got home and neglected to tell anyone about what had just happened. Huge mistake. Anyway, I hopped in the shower and started getting ready for bed. Once I was in bed and all settled in, I began to fall asleep almost instantly. However, that was short-lived as, a half an hour later, I woke up to sticks being thrown at my window. I opened said window to see Herbert Ernie yet again standing outside. "Herbert, I thought I told you to leave." I grabbed my flashlight and shined it down at him. This time, however, I was able to see Herbert clear as day. He looked more ridiculous than ever before. He wore a full and complete Cupid costume with the heart, hat, and everything. "Herbert, what are you wearing?" I asked.
Cupid man Ernie. And we can all agree that getting romantic is the best for the lads. You know.
"Herbert, you're making no sense. What are you even talking about?" I demanded.
Well, with homecoming just around the corner, we gotta do some stuff. You know, we gotta train. Get to practice on, wink wink.
Herbert said as he gave me a creepy wink. Now, it's funny how he said us boys, though, as it was only myself. But anyway, "Herbert, leave now or I'm calling the cops," I said.
Yippee!
Herbert shouted as he ran down the hill into the nearby swamp. "Seems like we'll get him next time, Nick," I heard a voice say from me behind in my closet. Don't, Frank!" I nearly jumped out of my skin when I heard him. "Frank, what are you doing in my house, and how did you get into my room?" I said. Standing right in my closet was none other than Frank Wormings. "Well, couldn't just leave my ghost energy drink in your room." "Frank, you were never even in my room," I said. "Well, every time you leave, I just played your Xbox while you were sleeping." Okay, Frank, okay, whatever. You can stay, but you can stay as long as you know who doesn't come back. "But I want Herbert to be here," said Frank. "Oh, no you don't, Frank." This didn't surprise me, as Frank was always pro-Herbert. Just then, I heard my front door burst open, followed by a faint which began getting louder, and louder, until finally, Herbert bust through my door. I flicked on the light to see him better.
"Hey, Frankie! Good surprise. I didn't expect to see you here tonight, Mr. Frankie."
"Hey, mate!" I had lost it. I called the cops, and 5 minutes later, the police arrived, and Herbert was taken away. That then concludes the night drive.